Alright, let's get this started. I had to make a video about this goddamn song. I've been listening to this song for decades and I love it. I love this song ever since I first heard it back in the 90s. But today, for some reason, I really realized how toxic this song is. So I just want to quickly go over this. So the song starts out, and it's a song about a girl and her life, whatever. And the girl is saying, "You got a fast car and I want a ticket anywhere." So basically, the song starts out with the girl basically saying, "I gotta get away from here, and you have a way to take me out of this and put me into a position where I can have a better life." And this is something we've seen over and over again. A woman will bat her eyes, flirt with a man, and convince him that she's into him because she thinks he can help her in some way.
You get a fast car. I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove.
So next, she really explains why she wants this guy to help her. She says her father's a drunk and he can't keep a job. Now let's explore this a little bit more. Chapman was born in the early 60s, and this song is more than likely probably mirroring a little bit of her life or her experiences. And in the early 60s, this was the time when black men were facing real racism. It was also the time of the Vietnam War. So Chapman, who was born in 1964, would have been a teenager around 1980, and the character in this song was probably a teenager as well. So again, this song is probably mirroring her experiences around that time. And she was born in Cleveland, Ohio. So let's take all that into consideration and just paint a bigger picture of who her father figure may have been, right? So it's 1980. You're a black guy in 1980. You've been home from the Vietnam War for a few years now. Vietnam War ended in 1975, 74. So you've been home from the Vietnam War for a while now. You've never been able to get over the trauma that you faced while in that war, and the government's not doing anything to help you out either. Also, during this time, you had a lot of black men who were put out of work because many of the industrial jobs were starting to dry up, especially in places like Cleveland, Ohio, home of several of General Motors' jobs. And remember, you're black, so you're prevented from getting lots of jobs, and you don't have that much experience because you've been working in a factory, and a lot of the jobs in the 80s are starting to transition over into more administrative work, more office work, so you don't have the experience for that. Plus, you're a Vietnam veteran who's got PTSD and social and emotional and mental problems. So you might just wind up becoming one of those depressed, unemployed veterans suffering from PTSD who just sits around and drinks. Now, despite all of that, what does Chapman's mother do? Well, she decides she's going to abandon her own family. Isn't abandoning your family to pursue your own selfish goals toxic? If a man did that, it's just the wife just wasn't doing what he wanted her to do, and he just got up and left her and left the kids behind, wouldn't he be called toxic? So in this story, it sounds like the mother of the girl in the song is actually toxic. So let's remember that when thinking about the mother in this song.
See, my old man's got a problem. Yeah, with the bottle, that's the way it is. He says his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said, somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school, and that's what I did.
All right, so next you got young Chapman. She tricked this young boy into helping her get away from her horrible life, a life that she thought was horrible. Then she expects him to instantly become a man overnight so that he can help her reach the type of life she wants. When did he agree to become a husband and a father? All she said was, "Let's get in your car, get out of here, and have some fun." Next thing you know, she's expecting him to get a job to help support her dreams.
You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. You got a fast car. We go cruise and entertain ourselves. Still ain't got a job. Now work in the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted. We'll move out of the shelter, buy a bigger house and live in the suburbs.
Now she's mad because she tried to force this man to be something he never was. And when that didn't work, the family that they created will now be broken because Chapman, the character in the song, like her mother, is going to break up the family so that she can move on and try to trap or ensnare some other poor fellow.
You got a fast car, I got a job that pays all our bills. Instead of drinking late at the bar, see more your friends than you do your kids. I'd always hope for better. Thought maybe together you and me find it. I got no plans, I ain't going nowhere. So take your fast car and keep on driving.
Now, I was partly joking, of course. Men share responsibility in whatever family they decide to create, and I'm not a fan of deadbeat losers who don't take care of their children. So I'm not sitting here saying that any guy that doesn't take care of his family is a good person and that the women are automatically wrong. I'm not saying that. But all jokes aside, this song is indicative of a lot of situations in our society. One where women will pick losers, then expect the losers to become winners overnight. Sometimes the woman's just attracted to the guy, or he's fun to be around, or she just picks him because she hopes he'll be a way out for her. But too many women knowingly pick these losers, then they give them children, and then when this fantasy life that they concocted in their head doesn't work out, the women blame all men. Stop picking losers and then creating children with them. Think of the damage it does to your children. Look at both women in this song. The mother left her husband and abandoned her own children. Then the daughter grows up, winds up also picking a loser. That family doesn't work out. She also breaks up that family, and it just goes on, an unbroken cycle. And it's really sad. So young ladies out there looking for love, listen to this lesbian song and pay heed. Just because a guy is fun and has a fast car doesn't mean he's husband material. Stop giving these men children, because once they're done with you, they're going to get back in that fast car and find some other fool to spend their time with. Stop wasting your time with losers. Women keep going out there, picking these losers, and then when it doesn't work out, you get songs like this, where men in general look like they're bad and toxic, and that women have to do it on their own. Because men are weak and women are strong. No, it's not that men are weak. It's that you have these pathetic women out here picking these pathetic loser men. And then when these two pathetic losers get to doing what they do and it doesn't work out, well, now the woman is stuck with the kids. And now you have to find a way on your own. Stop picking losers. Be more intentional when you're dating people. Stop spreading your legs for imbeciles. And you more than likely will have a good life. Talk to people, get to know them first. Stop picking people for superficial things, and then maybe things will work out for you.
I had a feeling that I belong.